Alright, let's keep going with the high poly mesh. So let's go to our working folder and we can grab these screws. This is a hex screw. Let's delete this and delete it in the low poly too. And we will bring this to the bottom. Make sure to crease these, triangulate, and subdivide. And then we'll just set auto smooth to like 75 degrees. Oh wait, no, we need it to be 45. So these are what, 30-degree angles? No, more than that, my bad. Like, oh, more than that. That's probably like 130. Alright. Let's isolate these. And also make sure to mirror after. Alright, so isolate. And let's add our vertex color. Let's try 0.25. Looks good. And we'll do 0.25 for that too. I think the normals are wrong. Where is it? Yeah, the normals are inverted. Right now, it looks pretty much good, but let's take that to like 0.2 or maybe even 0.1. And let's apply this. And we'll apply everything except for the mirrors. And now in vertex paint, fill it all with one color. That looks good. Delete the Boolean cutter. Move that to completed. Move this to completed too. Let's see, where is it? Completed. Because this needs to be joined with this. And then go to vertex paint. And I don't know what color this is. It looks like 0.5. So let's fill that in. Alright, and we also need to just select this whole thing and mark it as sharp. And this one, let's go to let's enable both of them. Okay, that looks fine. But we might want to make that top part a little smaller. Dang it, I'm just locked up. Alright, isolate this. And let's subdivide. Alright, let's make sure we get through all of it. Alright, now let's grab these. Go to vertex paint. Change this to like 0.25. Oops, and wanted the whole thing to still be 0.5, but let's just turn on the mask and then do 0.25. And just Shift K. We can see if we bring this really small, it's tightening up. So let's just make it like 0.25. I actually want to like extrude this out just a little bit. Okay, make sure we don't have any extras. Mark those as sharp. Same with this and this. And this. Now go to texture paint. Set this to 0.5. And then set these 0.1. I'm just gonna put it back to the way it was. I didn't want to have like her bring that to there. Clear that. And this is just so the bevel right here isn't black, because it'll have normals that are facing like down, and when you look at it like that, that's why it's turning black. So that should just help to control it. And if we go to vertex paint and just select everything, set it back to 0.5. Yeah, you can see that black right there. We can set these to like 0.1. For now, we'll just set it to how it was. So we'll mark these as sharp. And set everything to 0.5. Actually, see. Right now it's... Let's see how this looks. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this, so we can see the vertex colors like that. Alright. And let's just make sure that these are intersecting. Just so that we can get a transition in the bevels. Just like that. Alright, that looks good. So, save. And let's go back to this. Let's do this piece. Alright, so these booleans, we just need to select sharp edges, crease them, subdivide. I think this is all quads, so, but we might as well just be safe. Alright, so triangulate and then subdivide. Select sharp edges and anything with sharp, and I guess just in these two, crease them, mark it as sharp. And now we should be able to set our limit to like 60. Is that a shading error or what? Looks like it. Alright, let's just set it to 180. And we'll apply this. It's like sharp edges, mark sharp. Then go to vertex colors. And let's fill it in. Let's try 0.3. Okay, might have to do 0.1. Try 0.15. Alright. Then we'll move this to completed. That's not the bullet we're gonna bake, so just delete it. Grab the barrel. This should be really straightforward and simple. So, sharp edges, crease, mark sharp. And we'll just do that. Actually, we don't even need to apply it. Then go to vertex colors. And we look at that. That looks good. So, move it to completed. Alright, let's grab this piece. Okay, this is a floater, so can't remember. Alright, we need to create the hex screws that go in there. Alright, so just delete these, we'll come back to it. Open up our to-do, hex screws and rear stock. Alright, let's do this. Where's my reference? So you can't really see it, but it has like little notches in it. Let's see if this guy has it. Yeah, like that. And he's actually got this in here too, which is kind of interesting. Let's see if we can see that on our reference. Alright, we definitely can, so I'm gonna say it's worth modeling that. So let's go to our, I guess our low poly. Just bring this down. Bring it to there. Bring it there. I think this goes up, although I'm not sure. Make sure. And it's also shorter. Alright, I'm going to dissolve so that we can or since that's not going to work, we'll just do the simple solution and cut, or we can just create a loop cut like that, like there. Okay, so it didn't actually create a loop cut. Bring it to there. Alright, and then bring this down. Make sure that's good. Go to our high poly, delete this, low poly, duplicate it, and move it to high poly. Alright, let's create the loop cuts we need. So let's create that many. Looks good. Bevel it. Just grab these. So we're gonna 1, 2, grab, 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 and then bring it. Let's just create a group for now and create a new axis. Select these, bring them in, bevel. We probably want to, on individual origins, scale it up in the X. Same thing with these. Alright, that looks good. We don't need to subdivide this because it's like perfectly flat, so let's just create a vertex group. Make sure it has our high poly material. Set it to 0.1. can do 0.05, 0.075. Alright, that's good. Okay, move this to working, or to completed. Let's do the same thing here. So select sharp edges, crease, and this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's just let's subdivide that, crease it, and mark sharp. And then I want to duplicate that, separate it, scale it in, and subdivide. Oh, I'm in the low poly. Make sure I'm in high poly. Okay, delete that face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's space these and these and shrink wrap onto here, then apply. Bevel these. Okay, isolate, bevel them, and extrude, or just bevel with 3 segments, and scale those in with Alt S. And then scale the whole thing out just a little bit with Alt S. You want to cut through, and then just make this like that. Something like that. I think we could grab these, bevel, or get the depth right first and then bevel. Or something like that. Alright, actually, let's just scale these on their individual origins. Okay, so I need to grab those and those, not those, not this. Alright, then scale on individual origins. Bevel that. Alright, then let's select sharp edges, crease, but not these. Looks like this one didn't get beveled, so we'll just bevel it. What the heck? Alright, something went wrong, so just undo. Alright, I think we've successfully salvaged, or got to a step where it's salvageable. Okay, crease everything that needs to be creased, subdivide, and let's just, I guess, apply these. Select sharp edges, mark as sharp. Make sure it has a vertex group. Fill it in. And all the normals need to be pointing in the right direction. Alright, just move that to completed work. Alright, now I think all we have left is the receiver, which is, let's move these. And any floaters on the receiver, but alright, so let's go to solid. First thing I want to do is shade this flat and this so that I can work on the pattern right here. Alright, so let's grab a 24-sided thing. We'll just model one of these. Is this one higher? Okay, this one's much easier to see. So we'll model one of the long ones. So this is like full length. Press Y. Do a face. Make sure alright. So now we want to create an array. One, two, three, 4, 5. And then we want to create another array upwards. And make sure it goes down to just in the negative direction. What the heck? So this is not the same. Oops. I'll do that. Alright, that looks right. And so let's apply all these. Do cursor to selected. Selection, do cursor. Then move it up. Oops. So grab these, cursor to selected. Copy that Z value and paste it. Oops. In the global. Alright, then apply. And let's join. Undo. Make sure these are all applied. Join them. Bring this to there. We can delete these ones. Just do the same thing with this. Try medium point. What the heck? Let's try active element. Just see how far that needs to go. And bring the whole thing up that far. Can do the same technique here. This is basically a circle. This one comes down to like here. This one comes down to here. This one doesn't exist. This one comes to here. These don't exist. Neither does this one. Let's bring all of these up to here. And all of these down to here. They'll need to come down. That's like there. Make sure these are same. Keep pressing Alt B on accident because I'm pressing Alt A then B. Alright. Now we should be able to bring that to like there. extrude it out. Or let's see what we can do. Inset, bring it out. And inset again. Alright, let's go to this view. Okay, let's bring that out. Come out again. Come out finally one last time. And let's grab those edges and crease them. Try to grab, actually we can just, alright, so let's just grab all of these. Let's subdivide. And now let's enable this. Alright, so we need to have less of a bevel here. So we're going to grab that, create a face, cut in like that, and now it kind of fits. So what if we inset, cut out like that? Make sure we select these sharp edges and crease them. Let's look at the pattern. So what we could do is reshape it with like this in mind. So I think what we're gonna have to do. So let's delete that and bring that out. Actually, okay, yeah, we can bring this like there. And let's disable all of this. Can we select this? So let's grab this, that, in the reference and go into isolation. And okay, let's grab all of this and make sure we grab this reference too. It actually matches up pretty well on this side. But what? I think it just needs to... Alright, that's on the center now. This should also be like beveled. I don't know why I have it perfectly sharp. So subdivide that. And let's just bring that in. I'm gonna bring these in like just so there's a more consistent width like around everything. Something like that. Alright, so let's duplicate this and convert to mesh. Bring that one like way out here. Create a face. Inset it like probably that much. That's as close as we can go with still having a chamfer. Bring it to there. Bring it in. Extrude out. And select this object. Set this to bounds. And enable so let's try that. It's not really coming through on the curved part. So let's select non-manifold and just extrude it back. We could sharpen that. that doesn't really look very good. I think what we should do really is we could try moving both of this just a little bit this way. Just like that much. And I think that makes quite a big difference. Let's make sure let's grab an edge here. Make sure there's still some width. Okay, I think what we need right here is a round cube. So cast. So when you subdivide it, it's not perfectly spherical. It's like if you don't have this on, or like say we just have one step and then we cast it and then we add another subdivision, whereas it's not going to be perfectly spherical, and that's what I did to create that. So let's just create a super dense one and apply that and apply that, scale it in, and just for now change this to textured. We'll change this to medium point. Turn off everything, shade it flat. Scale it up to here. And copy these. Delete these verts. The same thing with these ones. Then extrude it down. Extrude it out. Actually, I'm gonna bring that to there, and then extrude it out to here. Let's isolate this by itself. Cap that. Crease these. Alright, and then grab both of them. Grab this one. Do active element. Select everything except this and scale it to here. I'm just gonna paste that number in a notepad just in case we need it. And now on this one, select this and change it to bounds, and there you can see it's closely matching because now it's a real, or like the geometry more represents a real sphere, or a dense sphere rather. Alright, so I think we also need to move our low poly one back, and we can delete that, but this crap, how far did we move it back? If I just say this and that, cursor to selected, and we need to move it to the Y location. Alright, there. And try to grab this cutter, delete it, it's unnecessary. Alright, so let's go back to high poly. And now we want to cut in that little circle that says MP7. So let's create a, might as well just do 64 sides. Make it as tall as this. Delete that and extrude out. Alright, face, and now just extrude out. And where is this? I think this is our cutter. Yeah, so try to select them both. Alright, and then subtract, and that'll add back in the geometry right here. Alright, that looks good. And let's make sure what we can do is, the easiest way I think would just be to add another mirror. Let's bisect though, and then it'll copy the geometry. It's like the same thing as symmetrize. Don't know what that is, but I'm gonna delete it. Same thing with that. It's probably a reference we use, like a reference object in the very beginning. And let's mirror that. Alright, so this looks like the high poly part is almost done. We just have to subdivide these cutters. So let's change to textured so we can see what's going on. Select sharp edges. Grab these ones. And these ones. Let's subdivide. Alright, make sure we get everything here. And let's, undo these. Subdivide. We should probably triangulate first. And I want to crease this too. This. Let's shade flat so we can see what's going on a little better. Alright, that looks good except for right here. So let's join that and that. Whatever, that's really not important. What is probably that these are properly marked out. Alright, so now if we set this back to bounds, this should be smoother. Same thing with that. And this one is also smooth. So let's just look at this whole object by itself. Nothing seems to be, you know, like angular. We could, I think that part's good. So what I'm gonna do is I don't want to collapse all this just in case, so just select it all. Probably this too. And duplicate it and move it to a new collection called backup and disable this collection. Alright, save. Now I want to just apply this. Actually, we could probably subdivide one more. Well, that breaks our booleans. Yeah, just so whatever, it's fine. Just apply this. And join this. And now shade smooth. Select sharp edges and mark sharp. Let's do it right here. Mark sharp. Dang it. Okay, so let's just select all these, Control I, clear sharp, anything with a bevel weight. Oh crap. I guess we can just how should we select these? Because I want to don't want these to be sharp. This is going to be tedious. Okay, actually wait, I have an idea. So select that, invert. We're going to limited dissolve. Make sure we have it set to like 1 degree so nothing gets unnecessarily deleted. Select the crease and mark sharp. Alright, that worked pretty well. And looks good from what I can tell. So now let's, okay, for some reason these didn't get mirrored. So select that, invert, duplicate it, mirror, and just mirror it. Alright, now let's view this with bevels. So go to vertex colors, go to vertex paint, we'll do 0.25. And actually we can try 0.1. Alright, so let's go to edit mode. And we want to select these faces right here. Alright, actually let's select this first. These. And then select this face and this face. Hit Control plus. And now we can go to Vertex Paint, enable mask, and set this to like really low. We'll make sure this is working. Now if we look, we want to set these as low as they will go, so 0.026 I think. And we want to add this to a selection group. So assign, and then everything else can get a weight of like 0.5. Alright, I'm seeing that, but I think that's just... Alright, let's do our selection group again. And just do a couple expansions. Alright, I actually want... Let's go here. Let's grab all these and add it to our selection group. And then anything like around it, so let's select and grab any of these. And now if we go to rendered view, vertex paint, do 0.01, that'll be sharp, like too sharp. So we'll do 0.026. .026. Actually, let's try .05. Or 0.1. Thing is, the transitions here are like becoming muddy because of the beveling. So let's go to edit mode. And then go here. Go to vertex paint. Do 0.026. I think that's good. Alright, so let's go to object mode. And we can now move on to the trigger, I guess. Let's move this floater to completed. So just select sharp edges, and that didn't work. Make sure to triangulate the n-gons. Alright, so let's grab this. Take a look at this. Let's just apply, might as well. Select sharp edges and mark sharp. Go do vertex paint. Create the bevel group. Set that to like 0.25, like 0.5 maybe, or do 0.3. Alright, that's good. So I need to move that up into just like that. Alright, let's do this. This is part of the frame, so we need to apply that. Let's do sharp edges. And mark sharp. Add the group, go to vertex paint, render. Let's do 0.5. Let's try 0.3. Alright, that's fine. Let's move that to the completed. And let's do this now. Alright, let's go to shade flat. And let's just select sharp edges, crease them, and let's isolate this piece. Crease, crease. Let's make sure everything's manifold. Alright. Let's try subdividing. Triangulate. Alright, so I'm just gonna move this up. Then subdivide. And grab these. Okay, just keep working. Gotta, definitely didn't need to boolean these already, but it's fine. Alright, now... Okay, this is all wrong. Just get rid of these. You grab that, and that. Alright, just bring that to there. Let's try and subdivide that. Don't think we need... Do we need anything here? No, it'll be fine without it. Alright, so I don't want to be viewing the booleans. They're breaking shading. I want to shade it as flat, at least for now. Alright, so that needs to be marked as sharp. Alright. That right there. Spraying these. Alright, I think that is good. See the boolean cuts. Alright, let's also make sure these right here are creased. Okay, so now if we viewport visible that, and these, I guess just select everything that's sharp, or what is that? We'll just select sharp edges. Crease. Okay, that needs to be creased right there. Is that creased on the other side? Yeah, it is. Okay, and then this one, that's already got the creases it needs, so I'm just going to shade it flat and subdivide. This one, is this one subdivided? Just shade flat. No, subdivide. Alright, what else? Okay, we got this boolean right here. It's like sharp edges, crease. And subdivide. Alright, what else are we missing? Okay, so we got those. We got those. What is this one? Okay, we got that one. What is this final one? I have no idea what this is doing. Looks like something down here. Oh, this right here. Alright, so let's everything on here, 'cause this is like kind of fiddly. At least right now, we don't know how it's gonna work, so let's duplicate. And move to a new backup. And disable this layer. Alright, so now I can apply all. And just let it load. That's how long this has been going. This one. Alright, so now we can just combine them all. So this is our receiver. And we want to shade smooth. And now anything with a sharp edge, since it's subdivided, it should be able to find it. Or first, let's select anything with a crease. And mark that as sharp. And then also select sharp edges and mark that as sharp. And let's look at the shading. This is an important piece, so alright, that right there is wrong. I'm fairly certain. So let's go to our backup. Yeah, this was why it's important to create a backup. Enable that layer. What is it? Number 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just press the number 6. Alright, it's frozen up. Oh wait, maybe it is. Wait, so it's wrong on this one, but right on this one. Alright, so let's grab that, delete it, grab that, and mirror it over. Okay, that was bad. Turn off proportional editing, mirror it over. Recalculate normals. And just look at for the shading. So this is a problem right here. So we could just, this is a flat face, so we could just, let's grab these. Press Control X. Alright, that worked. Let's do the same thing right here. And we'll just press Control X. Oops, deleted too much. Delete that off the selection. Same thing with this, that. Let's try that now. And we need that one still. Alright, that worked. Let's do the same thing right here. Just dissolve those. That worked. Grab these and those. This could have been avoided if I just joined that, increased it or something, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't feel like pulling from the backup. Okay, let's try dissolving that. Alright, that worked fine. Alright, this, another problem area. Alright, I'm going to actually just go to this one. And grab these. Alright, and subdivide these. Crease. 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 Alright, let's do the same thing here. Crease these. Let's fix this. I'm just gonna redo this. Alright, let's... That looks good, from what I can tell, so duplicate it. And move it to our high poly. Did it move? No. Alright, so move to the high poly scene. Go there. Bring it out. Okay, grab this and just delete these. Same thing with these right here. Alright, and then bring that back to the center and join it with this. Make sure we apply all of these. Dang it, this is not creased. Okay, so we're gonna have to redo that again. So let's go to our backup layer. This is why it's important to have a backup. Oh crap. Alright, go to our backup layer and crease that. Alright, go back to our working layer. Yeah, this is kind of annoying, but we have to delete it again. Alright. Alright. Now we can duplicate this and move it to the high poly. Okay, before I apply, let me check the insides. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Alright, let's save. And if we find something, we'll come back to the save point. So apply all. Okay, so now we'll join. And let's isolate this. And alright, so we want to let's go to wireframe. Anything connected to here, we're going to call the oh my god, why won't this let me rename it? Grip, assign, and then trigger guard, we'll just call, come on, let me rename it. Trigger, assign, and select both of these, and the inverse is going to be the, come on, receiver. Delete. Alright, now let's go into vertex paint mode. And we want to enable masking. We can select our receiver. Should we select? What the heck? Alright. Select this. Select that. And assign that to the receiver. Alright, now if we go to vertex paint, let's also lock these. Let's select our receiver, go to vertex paint, go to rendered view, and set it to like 0.5 or 0.3 I guess for now. Okay, go to object mode, see how that looks. Okay, we can definitely go softer. So let's try it out. 0.5, Shift K. probably even go softer than that. Let's put out object mode. And get rid of all the creases. How is this? Does this not have sharps? We haven't assigned sharp edges yet, I guess. And is this just... I guess it was just flat shaded. Alright, so let's undo that. Undo that. Come on, undo. We're going to get our creases back. Undo, come on. Undo. 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 Alright, our creases are coming back, I can feel it. One more step. Please, I hope we haven't run out of steps. Alright, there we go. Alright, so select our receiver, go Shift H. Anything with a crease needs to be marked as sharp, and this whole thing needs to be shaded smooth. And then we'll select sharp edges and mark those sharp too. Alright, now let's try and visualize this. That looks pretty good. Alright, I think we have some normals pointing the wrong way. Maybe it was just... That's just the HDRI or what? Okay, let's apply all transforms. Rotate it 180 degrees. Alright, so that's poking through. So let's rotate it. So let's grab that, do connected only. Actually, let's just grab this whole selection right here, delete it, and we'll go to our backup and make sure to crease that and have it tucked up in there. So go to number 6. Okay, so we're gonna have to go even further than that. We're gonna have to go to our low poly, duplicate this, move it to high poly. Select sharp edges. Okay, and also make sure we grab all these. Alright, subdivide. Make sure to triangulate first. And let's find that object. Or we could just replace it with that. Alright, so now let's save this. We will apply everything. Make sure this is shaded smooth. Now just select sharp edges, mark sharp, and also anything with a crease we want to mark sharp. Turn on auto smooth and join it up with the receiver. Rotate it 180 degrees, and let's take a look now. Okay, it's still poking through. Which is, I think, because of the bevel size. So let's go into edit mode. Let's assign that to trigger. And we can, dang it, it froze. Alright, grab just, alright, just go to vertex paint. Alright, go to object mode and unhide this. Alright, actually, alright, so it's definitely under there. So all we need to do, I'm pretty sure, is if we reduce the weight, it's like 0.1. Maybe we just need to push it further through. Okay, I don't think it's being caused by this then. But it's being caused by let's grab anything coplanar with that. Okay, let's go to rendered mode. Turn off overlays. And bring this down. I'll just bring it down -2 millimeters. And let's isolate this. And let's just do, at least on this, we can do a limited dissolve. Make a 0.1 degree angle. Dissolve those. And go to object mode, rendered. And that looks good. So let's do that to the other side. Maybe we can just symmetrize this. Let's make sure that didn't break literally everything. Which part of this is not symmetrical? Okay, we'll just do it the manual way because I don't want to risk anything. Because yeah, those don't look right to me right now. Alright, let's grab these, dissolve them. Same thing with these. Alright, let's go to vertex paint. And we'll do like 0.3. Alright, let's unrotate that. Save. And move this to completed. So now if we look at our completed, let's change this to, why can't I grab this? Get rid of all the cycles ray visibilities. Alright, if we look at this now, that looks pretty good. I think that'll bake nicely. Might have to soften up these edges to make it more consistent, but it looks really good. Alright, in the next one we'll finish, I guess, whatever else there is, the bullet and those other pieces. Alright.